Welcome back to Two in the Stink podcast. This is number 11.
Is it? I think it's 12.
It's number 12?
Is it? Hang on. I literally have no idea. That's how good of a co-host I am. Let's see. Two in the Stink. Oh, it's 12, dude. 11 was pagans. 11 was pagans.
Welcome to episode 12, dude. Can you believe Dose? We made it 12 episodes. That's 12 weeks. That's 3 months.
I know, dude. Our last episode got some decent views on YouTube. It broke 100.
That's insane.
Yeah, people were willing to watch us from beginning to end talk about the most dumb fucking shit ever.
That's the beauty of life because, I think it's so funny that nothing is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Thinking about the size of the universe will literally shrink your everything down to nothing. And then I literally sit here with this microphone and I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
There's fucking Pluto exists right now, and you're like, yes, I was getting loads dumped in me, and there's Pluto is out there.
I know Pluto exists. Yeah,
Pluto's also the guy who's dumping loads in you, so that's
yeah. All right.
It's great. No, it's just funny how you're right, how minuscule everything is. There's so many things.
I just want it to be known that I'm not out here getting cream pie just on a regular basis.
You literally tell me the story you told me on the car ride up here.
I didn't.
Okay.
That's
a great way to start the story. Go ahead.
Yeah. As all good stories go. So I didn't get cream pie, but yeah. I got frosted.
Is that better?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is better. Nobody wants to be cream pied unless they want to make a baby.
Nah, dude.
I can't make a baby.
I dump loads in my wife all the time. It's crazy.
That's crazy. You have a wife.
Yeah, it's crazy that I have a wife who. It's crazy. There's a woman out there who lets me come in her. God bless her.
So
she's a literal angel.
I can't wait to have a wife, and then I'm I fuck guys. It's insane.
Yeah, well, I mean, you need a hubby. That's what you need.
No.
Ew, that's the gayest thing I've said. Hubby.
Ew. God, that's gay. That's literally gayer than a hot air balloon.
Speaking of gay, we were just chatting about our good friend Gray West. Shout out to Gray West. I was in DC.
Yeah, we were. Here's my literal quote unquote. I said, "Can you believe that we know Gray West?"
I know,
because he has a famous person's name and a famous person's face.
He's also going to be famous soon.
He literally everything he does is worthy of fame.
Yeah, shout out to Gray West. Look him up on Instagram. He's a good guy. He's funny. He's a professional. We love Gray West.
Gray West. Here in a sentence.
In a sentence.
You have one sentence.
One sentence.
I will say.
Oh my God.
Ready?
That's mine.
An exuberant, consummate professional. Gray West.
My sentence is, oh my God. That's
Gray West.
You should see his new hat. Oh, he has the same hat that I wore.
Yeah, no. I've seen the hats, and I'm extremely jealous.
Anyway, enough about him, honestly. It's so
funny. He paid to have that.
Yeah.
We just did a 30-second.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Gray West. Now listen.
It's like Gray West. It's like, have you ever heard drama at 3 o'clock in the morning while he eats lasagna?
Have you ever
Gray
heard,
West.
Have you ever heard of gossip? He's like Gossip the guy. Our buddy Gray West.
Oh my God! If his pants could tell a story, it's like he's gonna love this.
Those things are howling, dude. His pants. Don't even get me started.
Yeah. He's literally
I literally watched his boots. I watched his boots smoke cigarettes. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, I know. I literally got shaken down by his boots. Yeah.
So you brought up an interesting thing before we started this episode. You were like, "Let's make this a positive episode," which I didn't know we did negative ones. We were just talking about real shit.
Yeah, I was listening. Here's what happened.
Okay.
Can I tell you the God's honest truth?
Yep.
My mom listens.
Okay.
And she goes, "I can't."
God bless your mother.
She goes, "I can't believe," and I go, "Oh, I literally had a lump in my throat." She goes, "I can't believe that you didn't like the shirt I got you for Christmas." I was like, thank God, because I know what she's heard.
Yeah.
I know it's so.
I can't. Out of all,
I know she. It's funny is because I know she listens because I know she couldn't help herself.
Yeah. Out of all the things that your mom heard on this podcast, she couldn't believe you didn't like her. You didn't like the shirt she got you.
She couldn't believe it.
And you talked about getting fart cum, you getting cum farted onto you.
No, I was farting.
Oh, you're the cum farter.
I'm the farter.
Okay, you're the farter.
There's plenty of fartees.
By the way, before we get too deep in the episode, I want to give a thank you to everybody who's been rating us on iTunes. That fucking rules, dude. We got some really cool reviews on there. We're 5 stars on iTunes right now, which is insane. We're 4.6 on Spotify. So whoever didn't give us 5-star, eat a big old bag of dicks. But no, for real, like go
Dicks by mail.
Yeah, go drop some reviews for us because that helps a lot, and it's also cool to see that, like, because we see a lot of negative shit on Instagram with like we post clips. You got fucking torn to hell, dude.
Listen, I have thick skin. Okay, my mommy never loved me, so I have thick skin, and I have a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, keep them coming, honestly.
I've been getting in shape recently. And by getting in shape, I mean I just started exercising and eating right. And I tell you what, I have a feeling the more weight I lose, the less comfortable I'm going to be riffing about your weight. I don't know how that's going to change this podcast, but, like, I already feel it, dude. You know, like, because I don't want to be fucking skinny. And, like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, what am I going to do? Like, is that going to bother you if I get skinnier and then I continue to tell those jokes? Or do you give a fuck? Do you not give a fuck? I'm down 10 pounds, dude. That's a whole guitar. That's what my fitness app said. It's like gay. It's like you lost a whole guitar.
You took a guitar out of you.
You took a guitar out of your ass. I'm like,
yeah.
Cool. I'm on the Stairmaster. There's like fat bitches next to me. I'm like sweating out a guitar.
No, so you're worried that there's going to be some weird jealousy thing where, like, you, like, start to lose weight, and I'm like, this isn't fun anymore. No.
Okay.
That'll never happen.
Good.
Because I'm going to get super thin. Because I'm going to go on a cocaine binge that they write about.
You're going to be in history books, dude.
I'm going to be in history books. They're like, the man that exploded.
But yeah, dude, all the fucking reviews on the iTunes and Spotify. That's cool seeing that shit. And stink it forward. That's our new saying, guys. Stink it forward.
Stink it forward.
Stink it forward.
That's super good.
Stink it forward.
Stink it forward.
Send this podcast to 3 friends, and then if you're one of those 3 friends who got this, send it to more 3 friends. We got to grow. Stink it forward.
Stink it forward.
2 in the Stink podcast. Check us out on Instagram at 2 in the Stink. We're just plug all of our socials this entire episode.
Dude, tell me how your show went tonight.
Oh, it was fun. I did a show.
Bobby and I both had shows tonight,
and we both did well. Not to suck our own dicks, but because it's always nice because we're at separate venues. I finished my show and I'm texting you. I'm like, "How'd you do?" You're like, "Awesome," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm up in 15," and then I went up and I did really well too. Like, it's interesting. Like, I feel like I did really well, and then I went back and listened to the recording, and there was a couple spots where I was a little bit, like, critical. I was like, oh, man, that could have been better. But I feel like that's most sets where it's like you're on stage and you're like, oh, this is great. And then you get off and you're like, that could have been a little bit better.
You always want to do better. There's always something that we want.
Yeah. But
the second that you're, like, you don't feel like, you feel disconnected from it.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like you're not looking to improve and you're not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've lost your touch.
But yeah, I finished my set. I was in Jersey. You were in Philly. I went and rescued you from Philly.
I was
in Jersey, and believe it or not, didn't step on any trash while I was there. It's crazy.
No, it was nice?
Yeah, it was nice. The venue was really nice.
There's parts of Jersey that are really nice.
Yeah. One time I went to Jersey, I literally lost a car to New Jersey because I was in Hoboken, New Jersey. I drove. It was like, which, by the way, for me is like a 2.5-hour drive. And my buddy who booked the gig, really good guy. I don't blame him for it, but he booked me on the gig. Hoboken, New Jersey is literally like a fucking bowl, like, cause it's like I don't know, it's like really like down, like the like really like low elevation, and then surrounded by massive hills. So when it rained, all of the trash clogged that exists in Jersey because it's Jersey. All of the trash clogged all of the drains, so it rained and it just flooded. Dude, I flooded my engine. I lost my car. Ford was like, "Nah, you're fucked. Our insurance isn't covering it." I've had to pay $10,000. It was horrible. I got paid a $40 gig that cost me $10,000. It was the worst fucking thing.
I will never go to Hoboken again for a completely different reason.
Yeah, what's yours?
I was on my way to a show with you, and I fell in the street.
Yeah, that was funny.
I fell so hard in the street.
Yeah, I watched you hit a pothole in real life.
I hit a pothole with my leg.
You hit a pothole with your leg, dude, and your shoe fell off. You got a literal flat tire, dude.
It was horrible.
And you fell down. It was the hardest I think I've laughed at you.
It was bad.
It was so bad.
I will never go to that town again. And then, to make matters worse, I went to the Insomnia cookies for like a I don't even know, like a senzu bean, like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I wanted to heal. And that's for my fat retards.
Yeah.
If one fat retard out there hears this and is like, I know what that is. I'll make out with you live. No, but I went to the Insomnia Cookies, and the guy goes, "We got nothing for you. We got vegan hibiscus."
I was there, dude. You walked in and they panicked.
They said, "We got vegan hibiscus."
They said, "We out."
I'd rather have been shot
than eat vegan hibiscus.
I could have walked in and he said, "Fuck you, honky." I would have been like, "Agreed." He looked me in my eyes and said, "I have vegan hibiscus cookies."
One time I went to Chick-fil-A and I asked for chicken nuggets. I asked for like a catering size because I was like,
how many is that?
It's like 30. It's like a lot. Because me and Britt, we're
like, make it.
Me and Britt are just two fucking hungry gnomes wandering around the mall. And we walked up to Chick-fil-A and we're like, let's have a catering size nuggets because we were fucking hungry, dude. We're about to down some nuggets and then go home and fuck. It was gonna be awesome. And we ordered a catering size plate, and the dude looked at me and said, "We're out of like nuggets." And I'm watching them serve other people nuggets. I'm like, "Make more." He's like, "No, we're out, and like we don't have enough nuggets to make I'm like, "You just don't want to make a catering size. Just say that. I would respect that more. You know, your pleasure and all that, but like, no, make more."
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
That's so funny. Yeah, imagining you at the Chick-fil-A counter and they don't say it.
They don't say it. I'm like, no, you're supposed to. Here's your sandwich. And?
Yeah, here's your sandwich.
And?
Mm-hmm.
Continue. And then what?
On bated breath.
Yeah.
I can't.
Here's your sandwich. And also?
Uh-huh.
It's really funny. It'd be really funny if a Chick-fil-A employee refusing to say "my pleasure," like they're on strike.
I would lose it.
I would. Yeah, you have to say it.
Here's your and here's your drink. Yeah, here's your sandwich. And I'm like,
it'd be really funny.
And your drink. Yeah.
It'd be really funny to like go to like Wendy's or McDonald's and then be like, "Here you go," and you go
you'd get punched.
Yeah,
you'd get sucker.
Go
punched.
to Wendy's.
And
here you go and what?
Excuse me?
And what?
The McDonald's in my hometown, they'd be like, "Fuck you say to me?" I'm like, "Nothing. You want some nuggets? You can have some of mine."
Yo, something crazy happened to me. I want to talk about it before I forget. I had somebody steal my joke word for word.
No way.
On Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
Yo, so
I didn't see the TikTok, though.
Yeah, so the guy, I called him out and he blocked me on Instagram. I had a joke that I posted, and if you follow me, it's the one I talked about a pregnancy scare with my wife when we were dating. And it got like fucking 5 million views on TikTok and then 3 million views on Instagram. So it's like, numbers, but it doesn't matter. And I can't believe I just said that. I'm going to literally kill myself after this episode. That's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Thank God you said it. Woo.
I'm sorry. I don't. You know what?
No,
forget I said that.
You know what? No, you're allowed to talk about it.
I was really excited. Like there's part of me that gets excited about that stuff, but then there's also the part of me that's like, shut the fuck up,
it's
you
a good
little
joke.
bitch. But anyway, I did this joke, and I'm not going to tell it. You can find it on my Instagram. And somebody who follows me sent me a reel of this guy in this like Toyota Corolla. He's like one of those like I don't like to think like, oh, I'm an Instagram comedian. Like I think I'm a comedian who's on Instagram, but he's like literally one of those Instagram comedians who does jokes like to his cell phone in like his like 2014 Toyota Corolla. And it's like so it's the video starts out and he's literally doing my he's doing my joke word for word. He's like,
Rob's
man,
fired up.
He's like, I remember the first time. Honestly, yo, he's like trying to make it like natural. Honestly, yo, I actually remember the first time I told my girlfriend I loved her. We were dating for like, I don't know, like 2 months. And like I said I love you and she said it back and it felt great, right? But then like she recently admitted the first time she said she loved me, she didn't mean it. She was bluffing, which is fine because like she loves me now, I'm pretty sure. So I asked her, I was like, okay, so when's the first time you said you love me and you meant it? And she was like, when we had a pregnancy scare and you said not to worry because you was going to take care of me and the baby no matter what, which is crazy because, like, I was bluffing. And all the comments were, like, laughing emojis. And I'm like, no, that's me. And I messaged the dude. I was like, hey, dude, are you going to, like, be original or are you just going to steal my jokes and not give me credit? And then he blocked me on Instagram. So I went on his YouTube page and, like, his YouTube video, his most recent one was, like, It was like, you won't believe how crazy my life is. And it was like, it's literally just a compilation of like all of him like telling my joke. There's like 2 more of my jokes on his Instagram page. I screenshotted all of it. Maybe I'll upload it on the Patreon. We'll see. But I'll talk shit. I'll shit talk him on the Patreon, dude. I'll roast him on the Patreon. That'll be fun.
Yeah, my favorite part of that was
what?
When you were like, I'm not gonna tell it. You can find it on my Instagram.
No. But then I wanted to do it. I was like, no, I'm gonna tell. It's a good joke. I'm gonna tell it.
Yeah.
No, it's a great joke. I'm gonna tell it actually.
No. I remember when I was like, that's a great joke, and then I had to hear it.
Yeah, I wanted you to hear it again. I wanted you to hear it again. Yeah, I wasn't. Well,
I have a great joke too. You ready?
Well, hang on. We'll go. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Are you gonna? The story continues.
Right, no. Go ahead.
That's it. That's the story's over. I didn't want to hear your joke, but go ahead.
Oh no.
No, I want to hear it. I do.
No,
What's your joke?
Tell me something. Tell me about your cruise. When's that? 10 days?
Yeah. But hang on. Well, yeah. But going back to the joke theft thing, that guy blocked me, and I was just like, all right, dude, like, fuck you. Like, first, like, I don't know.
So did he block you on TikTok?
Yeah, no, I didn't fuck with him on TikTok yet. I'm waiting for that. I think I might, because I don't want him to block me on all platforms. I want to be able to like watch. I don't think he knows I found his TikTok, but I messaged him and then he blocked me, and then I think somebody who follows me messaged me and called him out on it, and they blocked him too. But dude, it's just like the funniest part about that is like this guy in this beat up fucking Toyota Corolla, and like, cause I can tell from the interior, and the idea the video starts off. Yeah, so I actually remember my girlfriend. It's like, nah, that's not believable. You ain't got a girlfriend.
Those are the worst fucking people on earth.
They're literally like sitting, like doing jokes in a fucking car, and he's got like, dude, he has like 120,000 followers on Instagram. Like, if it was like somebody with like fucking, I don't know, like 1,000 followers, I'd be like, okay, who gives a fuck? But that's 100,000 people, because you don't know what happened. Like, if I take that show, like that joke, I want to continue to tell that joke on stage. And, like, you never know who's going to be in the audience and is going to be like, oh, you stole that joke. And it's like, no, I wrote it, and then I got it stolen from me. Like, there's, like, this joke theft, like, paradox almost. Like, once, like, I don't know. That's something you kind of have to worry about. I mean, anytime you put jokes out there. You don't have
to worry about that.
I'm not worried about it.
You don't have to worry about it because you have a huge social media following.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, say it again. Say it again. Like, slower.
I'll never say it. I
say
can
it
never
slower.
speak to you again.
Say it again, but like slower. Like
oh my God. I'm like, your following is so huge.
Like, it's the only thing that's
God.
Huge. Oh yeah, I'm like fucking Brit. I'm like count up. She's like 61,000, 62,000. I'm like, I'm like manifest fucking
is that
her.
Where you're at?
61, yeah.
61.
But I think I just got shadow banned a second time. Let me talk about that. So anybody who's I think I talked about it in the previous episode. I posted a Jeffrey Dahmer meme on my Instagram story, and Instagram was like, we're demonetizing you, and also we're not pushing your reels out to anybody. And I was like, great. So I sat like stagnant at 50,000 followers, which, I mean, boo-hoo, who gives a fuck? There's kids literally dying of cancer, and I'm like, wah! But
numbers.
Yeah, so 3 months I didn't grow on Instagram, and that's fine because, you know, TikTok was doing really well for me, and that's fine, whatever. I was still doing comedy, still having fun. I just got Christmas Day, I get monetized again. And I could tell that I was unshadow banned because literally that pregnancy scare joke that I posted weeks ago, when I was shadow banned, it peaked at like 40,000 views. That was it. It sat there, and then all of a sudden they lifted the shadow ban, and it blew up to like 3 million out of nowhere, which is like not normally, like, you'll know if a reel is going to go viral within the first hour. If it doesn't spike, then it's just going to stay. But this one, Instagram went back and they were like, okay, we'll give you views now. And then that one, I don't know if it got too many views. I went from like 50,000 to 60,000 followers. And then Instagram found an old reel, I shit you not, of me doing a Jeffrey Dahmer impression on stage. And it was like, you're inciting violence. This is against the community guidelines. I didn't even say, like, it wasn't even a good impression. I was like, I got my Dahmer glasses on. And there was like, haha, I said Dahmer, and then the Instagram was like, that's violent. And so I got a notification. Dude, even Instagram knows that their fucking shit is like so dumb. The Instagram, I got a notification saying, would you like to appeal to the board? They gave me the option to appeal the shit beyond Instagram to this fucking, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, but was that going to fix anything? They're just fucking like, and it's like, they demonetize me again, which is fine because Instagram isn't paying my bills. But like, I know they're also going to stop pushing my reels out, which is like the worst timing because I'm trying to promote this special. Yeah. But, I mean, whatever, dude. Literally, like, I could have died. I could have died in a car.
Could help.
Huh? The appeal could help. Let's Cross our fingers for the appeal. But literally, I could have died in a car accident on the way here. So I'm not, sometimes you have to remind yourself in life. If you're listening to this and you're having a shitty day, or you've had a shitty day recently, just remember, so there are some children out there who are born and then just die. Isn't that fucked up? You said this wanted to be a positive episode. I just brought up the death of children.
You went there.
I did, but
it's so funny that you went there.
But you have to appreciate the negative, and you have to understand the negative in order to appreciate the positive.
Well, yeah, because that's how you become grateful and appreciative.
Yeah, and I feel like the more negative shit you experience in life, the more you appreciate the positives. Man, I'm getting deep right now, dude.
You want to hear this?
Yeah.
This deep cut. There was a case where this super rich kid, he crashed his car and killed all his buddies.
Yeah.
Right, and he drove drunk. And he got away with it because his lawyer spun this fake diagnosis of this thing called affluenza.
Okay.
Basically, he grew up affluent, and so he didn't know the consequences of his actions.
Oh my God.
So he didn't even realize the power of what he could do. He didn't realize he got away with killing a bunch of people.
Was this lawyer Saul Goodman?
His lawyer's the best.
Oh my God. So what does that have to do with the fucking thing I just talked about? You just said a sad story. Where's the positive?
No, it's just crazy.
I said sometimes you have to. You're like, what that reminds me of when these people died.
Well, no, it was like appreciating the negative.
Oh yeah, or understanding the negative.
This dude, basically he spun a thing where it's this person has never known anything negative. We can't punish him.
Yeah, that's crazy how lawyers can just fucking flip shit.
Yeah,
Casey Anthony,
dude, what a
fucking ooga.
She's
pretty fucking hot. I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty hot, dude.
She's pretty hot.
There's
pretty
a
reason she had a kid in the first place.
Do you think there's Casey Anthony deep fakes out there? There's got to be.
Dude, yeah.
You ever go on?
Yeah, you're looking at her, huh?
You ever go on Reddit and go on r/kinda looks like?
No, not yet.
Yeah, you're about to.
Not yet. It's like, tonight. I'm on that Reddit tonight.
They go on r/kinda looks like, and it's just
That's
a bunch.
So funny.
It's a bunch of people sharing porn of people who kind of look like celebrities. And I think there was a Casey Anthony one on there. It's kind of looks like Casey Anthony, and I'm like, damn, dude, this is gonna be the saddest one I've ever rubbed out. I gotta get this demon out of my balls.
It's like. Yes, no.
There's a lot.
Good one.
Yes, no. What's that?
That's a Reddit where it's like.
It sounds mean.
It sounds
mean already.
Videos that end horribly.
Oh God.
And then there's terrifying as fuck.
Oh yeah, I woke up. I remember 4th of July weekend. I woke up, checked Reddit, and watched a murder suicide at 9 a.m. And I'm like, that shouldn't be allowed.
Not
honestly.
At 9 a.m.
Yeah. To be fair, it had the NSFW thing, but I was like, how bad is this? And guess what? It was bad.
Yeah, I watched.
And then I had to drink a mimosa after that. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Like, fine.
I was like, fine, I'll drink champagne. Will it help?
Yeah.
I drank champagne and I stole a golf cart, and I was like, that's how I coped. My aunt,
it's good.
My aunt, she brought the neighbor's golf cart over to my sister's place, and I was like champagne drunk, and I was like, I gotta get this out of my mind, so I stole the golf cart, took it down to the beach, just fucking sat there thinking about life.
Damn, that sounds like the best time.
It was pretty great, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I will say this: when you just have your toes in the sand,
oh yeah,
and you're just looking out and the water's going, and you're just thinking.
You're thinking about literally anything but Reddit.
That's good thinking.
Yeah,
that's good thinking.
r/kinda looks like, dude. There's some pretty good shit on there.
That's so funny. Reddits that I'm on that are hilarious. What's it called? Normal nudes.
Normal nudes.
It's
What's
a bunch
that?
of ugly people posting.
Oh
nudes.
yeah, that's
awesome.
gotta be mean, dude.
It's not. It's a very positive environment.
Very positive. Normal nudes.
I post nudes in there all the time.
Yeah. What do they say?
They love them.
I can't tell if you're being serious,
dude.
What's your? Can you drop your nude, Rhett, or you don't want to do it on the podcast? What's your fucking John? What's your username?
I can't do it.
You can't do it?
No, but it's so funny because
you have time to scrub it by the time this is uploaded.
Here's the thing. If you find me on r/normal nudes, I want you to send it to the I want you to send the screenshot to the Instagram, and I want you to. I will confirm. I will confirm if you did find me.
I'm gonna go scrolling through normal nudes. It's just you're just tricking me to look at a bunch of balls and dicks for like
No,
you're not on there.
There's girls too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, which one am I?
Me and Britt sold feet pics on there for a little bit on Reddit.
On Reddit?
Yeah.
That's nice.
We made like $50, and you know what the fucked up? Like we didn't make we made a couple $100. It wasn't that bad. But what was kind of like stupid about it was I was managing the account, so all these horny dudes are like messaging me, and I'm pretending to be Britt. They're like, I want to suck your sweaty toes.
That's so fun.
And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like at work.
That's what Grindr is.
I'm like eating lunch at work. I'm like, oh yeah. They're like, this one guy was like, can you play, like, do you like to play soccer? And I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, would you want to play soccer and then like send me your socks after? And like, why is it so specific? Why soccer?
Because there's just so much grass.
Oh my God.
A lot of running.
Yeah, a lot of
Soccer's
running.
all running, all feet.
Yeah, it's yeah, but that was like I had to stop doing it. It got really sad. There's this one guy who messaged me, and he was like,
hey, I'm dying.
No, yeah, so no, like no joke. He was like, I live alone. I'm isolated. Like you're the only person I talk to, and I'm like, I need to stop. He's like, I jerked off to your feet. Is that okay? I'm like, sure. Yeah.
Right,
She's
buddy?
like, thank you. I'm like, okay.
Now you're scared of your phone?
I'm like, okay.
Okay, man.
I haven't gone. The account still exists. It's still out there. But I haven't.
Off to your feet. Is that okay?
He's like, I feel bad. I was like, don't.
I feel bad.
And he was like, I was trying to get money.
Console?
He's like, I'm saving up money to like give you. I'm like, I have to stop doing this. I'm gonna go to hell. I need to stop. I stopped. I
want you to go back.
I logged out of the account.
The Patreon episode is now us firing that up
and reading the fucking shit.
It's
oh my God. Yeah, dude.
That is the way. That is how you like explode.
Yeah.
When you do something hilarious like that. Yeah, we should catfish people on fucking. It's such a bad thing to do, but it's hilarious.
Brits, yeah. It's not.
When we were in middle school, we used to catfish people all the time on the internet.
Yeah,
it was terrifying.
I never like that whole experience I had with managing Brit's Reddit. It was simply us like trying to just like get some extra money. But then when you realize these are real people who have your feet framed on their wall.
I jerked off to your feet.
I framed your feet on my wall. Is that okay? It's like, oh my God.
No,
it's not. But I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, did you? And I'm like, it's me.
Are you doing the voice
me.
when you're typing? Are you doing the voice?
I'm like in my head, yeah.
You're doing
in
the
my
girl
head
voice.
Britt was looking over my shoulder once, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like sending like heart emojis and shit. I'm like, this is you, right? Because she was like, I managed the account. Literally, I was like, just take your socks off. I'll do the rest. That was it. And dude, we had a big following
that
too.
Is weird.
She had a yeah.
You're literally like.
I was fucking whoring out my wife.
Schneider, dude.
I was whoring out my wife. No. Don't you ever compare me to that son of a bitch. I'm like,
you're literally.
No, Quentin Tarantino, if you're going to go that way. No, yeah, because I'm creative. No, because I make good movies. I'm not a creep. Dan Schneider should be in prison.
No,
there's a difference between me.
Take your socks off, I'll do the rest. That's literally how you make the Amanda show.
That's the name of my special.
Yeah.
Take your socks off, I'll do the rest.
Take your socks off, I'll do the rest.
That's actually a Drake song.
Yeah. Take your socks off, I'll do the rest.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, like, I'ma lay my head down on your breath, and I'ma cry on them. I'm emotional.
Dude, Dan Schneider needs to be in prison. Let's talk about that. I don't know how he isn't in jail yet.
Dude, he's a big old freak.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of feet on Nickelodeon that shouldn't.
Dude, there's like him there's like him posing with like a fucking it's like Amanda Bynes' foot. It's like Amanda Bynes' foot on like a fucking roll in a hot tub. Would you believe this fucking? Would you believe a hoagie like this gonna exist? You ever had a sandwich this fucking?
I can't believe he hasn't gotten Me Too'd yet. I know Jeanette McCurdy talked about him a lot in her book, but she refers to him as the creator. Her book is really good, by the way.
that is so scary I can't read her book.
It is so good.
The creator gives me Spooky Town.
She's like,
vibes.
she's like the creator. It's Dan Schneider, but it's literally the creator. Like he was like getting her to drink alcohol before she was. It's like, I don't know, man. He needs. There's definitely like, there's a certain point you could chalk it up as a coincidence. Like, oh, maybe he thinks that feet would be funny to kids, but no, it's like, okay, in this scene, Ariana Grande, you're gonna suck your toe.
It's like, all right.
All right.
The table read's
The cat-
sweat.
like-
The table read is like palpitating. It's like such a sweaty experience. He's like, all right, here's how we'll line it up. It's like Carly gets in the tub and she's playing around with her toe around the faucet, and she jams her fucking big toe in the faucet. For the next 22 minutes, we're gonna film her foot inside.
The next 22 minutes.
For the next 22 minutes, only to be interrupted by pet egg commercials. We're gonna show Carly with her toe in the fucking faucet, and everyone's gonna be like, "How are we gonna get her toe out of there?"
It's like, I'll suck it out.
Yeah, he's like, and then her big brother Spencer's gonna get down. He's gonna fucking lick the toe. He's gonna lick the toe out. He's gonna sacrifice a piece of his tongue to get the toe out.
I like the idea of like Dan Schneider like setting up a scene like that, and there's no cameras. He's like, we're just practicing right now.
Yeah, we'll practice first.
We'll practice.
And then the whole cast is like, all right, let's run it.
Yeah, let's run it.
Because they're all professionals.
Yeah.
I love. They're all so in their head, and they're all bound to contracts, and they're all fucking Ritalin up because they're children in the industry.
I would not be surprised. I'm surprised. I think eventually he's gonna go down for some shit, but I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
He's too big.
He's yeah.
People thought Harvey Weinstein was too big. He was just a slob about it.
Yeah. Do you think those?
He was out here putting his hands on anybody.
You know when Jennifer Lawrence's shit got leaked? Do you think that was like Harvey was taking the pictures?
I think she was.
You think she was? She like, dude, I don't. Yeah, that was. I felt bad when that happened. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep it 100. I fucking beat the hell out of my dick when those came out, but
I can't.
But I felt bad afterwards. It was like a sad nut. I like nutted and I was like, she didn't want this to be out there. Like, I feel bad about it. I regret it.
Like,
you know.
It's like, I like.
It was one of those things that I got swept up in the moment.
Yeah, you're like, I'm like a pseudo rapist.
No, don't say that.
Like,
don't say that.
It's like she didn't want this, and I did it anyway.
Take that back, please.
She didn't want it, and I did it anyway.
You know what's crazy?
Oh,
there's a lot of people who I don't even know. You know what? I really don't want to go down this rabbit hole right now.
It's really funny.
It's really
it's amusing to me.
The nudes got dropped. I think I was at work. And the nudes dropped like it was a fucking album.
The nudes
got dropped. Yo, I think I was at Best Buy and somebody was like, "Yo, look at this," and it was literally Jennifer Lawrence's tits, and I was like, "Okay, I know what I have to do.
I have to go."
I was like, "I'm sick now. I'm sick," and then I fucking came and I was like, "Oh, I'm actually sick. Oh no, I'm mentally sick."
Yeah, I'm mentally sick.
It was not great. And then she did a movie later where her boobs were out and she consented to it, and I was like, I could have just waited.
I'm not too worried. I think your nudes getting out is not that bad.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, the amount of porn and nudity there just is in the world anyway.
My dick's out there on the internet somewhere, floating around.
There are men and women on Earth that have pictures of my penis. I hope they didn't save them. I hope it's so not noteworthy that they didn't save it.
Yeah.
But yeah. If I ever get famous, people will probably see my penis.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I actually literally, I was playing Madden one time and I was high as fuck and I thought about it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I think I'm okay with it. I think I can survive it.
Yeah.
Mentally. I don't think that would be the death of me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude. I was thinking about it too.
It's like I'm like checking like Reddit comments about my penis. Like
it's like
fast
that kind of looks like Jim Gillespie's.
It's like fast forward. I'm famous and somebody I hooked up with like leaks my nudes, and I'm like scrolling through the comments. I'm getting upset that they're not. They're like, what? I'm like, why don't they like it?
They're like, he's not even funny. They're like talking shit about your comedy with your dick.
Whoa.
At least talk shit about my dick.
It's like, say what you will about my dick and balls.
Yeah.
Do not hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm. Man. Yeah, it's gotta suck to get your shit fucking leaked out there.
You know, it must be awesome when you have good nudes.
Oh well, I think it's still.
Anyway.
I think it still sucks that you could. I mean, if you got rockin' tits, but you don't want them out there,
or a fat dong.
A fat dong, yeah, dude. That's one thing. If your dick gets leaked and you've got a nice one, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Shut up. I get it if you're a woman and you're like, maybe it sounds sexist. Be like, if you're a woman, I get it if you're
if you're hot.
If you got like, if my dick got leaked, it'd be embarrassing because it looks like a little mushroom. Yeah. It looks like a little mushroom on a windy day. And like, but like, if you got a nice cock, and if I had a nice, dude, you know how you can tell that my dick isn't great is the way I behave in a locker room. Like, I take my underwear off and immediately wrap the towel. There's the big dick motherfucker.
Oh, you take them off. You wrap the towel and then take your underwear.
No. What I do is I take the underwear off, but the towel's right there. It's like a quick swap.
Okay.
It's like a tuck. Like I drop the underwear, and as I'm bent over, I grab the towel and pull it up.
Because what I find is a majority of people will just wrap the towel and then drop.
That's how you can. I think those people are. I'm not that self-conscious. I
know it's a lot of people.
Well, not in my locker room.
I just don't go to the gym.
I
just had to stop going because I was stealing people's underwear.
The locker room in my gym, it's mostly old white men.
Old men love to show their dick around.
The old dudes do not give a fuck. I mean, their dick is like beep. It's like it's very like.
My grandfather I used to go to the gym with him because he used to like to go and he would walk around and flirt with bitches.
But there's this one guy in my gym who has a gigantic hog, and he doesn't believe in towels. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like, come on, dude.
They work.
I'm like, dude, you need to dry off.
You're like, use me as a towel.
He has a gigantic hog and a hot girlfriend, and he's in good shape. And I'm just like, dude, come on, man.
Get out of my gym.
Get out of here. Like, go home. Why do you have to be in? Come on.
Yeah, you're done.
That's a Jim Gaffigan joke.
Yeah.
You're done. Go home.
Get out of here. You're done.
You're done.
You're done. Jim Gaffigan's like, you're done.
You're done. He's whispering again.
Tater tots. That's actually me. I actually am Jim Gaffigan. I get high at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, tater tots. I'm like, has Marshmallow Love ever hung out with tater tots? I don't know.
What? You don't
know.
You don't know if they've hung out?
I don't know.
You want to find out?
I'm like,
you think they're friends?
Like,
you know what's really funny?
Yeah, when they're friends.
You know what's really funny is when you were like, you were gonna smoke weed and play video games with me, and then I was like, you wanted to go smoke weed, and I was like, I thought we were playing video games, and you were like, Rob, these two things are friends. that was so funny. The way that you like say shit is like funny. The way that you think of shit. That's why I genuinely think you're so funny. Not just like on stage, but you make me laugh more in conversation than like anybody. There's the shit you say is just so like these two things are friends. It's like such a funny because like you could have just been like, no, it's fine, we can do both. But the way you said it is just so funny. It's almost like you should be a comedian.
No, because the end game of me saying that is like you thinking that, and then you're like, I should do it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I'm very selective.
It was actually a calculated thing. It wasn't just off the top.
Yeah, anytime I smoke weed, it's time to jerk off and go to bed.
Yeah, it's so
and
funny.
My wife has to be confirmed okay.
Damn. You're like, damn. This shit's strong. Is my wife alive? Be a shame if I didn't come right now, right?
Yeah, I need to come and then pass out.
That is the way of water.
Dude, busting a nut when you're high.
Did you watch the new Avatar?
No, and I won't. I haven't seen the original one. I don't give a fuck.
Really?
I do not give a fuck.
I didn't know you didn't see the first one
either. I haven't, no.
I never watched it either.
Okay.
Oh, I never wanted to. Fucking gay.
Fuck that movie, dude.
God.
It's so dumb.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, look, they're blue.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like,
look, they're blue and it's CGI. It's like,
I'm like, cool.
Look, fuck, James Cameron.
Yeah, I'm
it's
like,
okay.
Who?
Is Kate Winslet in this one also?
Kate Winslet.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, That's a sentence. Kate Winslet. Yeah.
Kate Winslet.
You make that a bumper sticker.
I'm like, on a biscuit, please.
Yeah, Kate Winslet on a biscuit.
On a biscuit, please.
That sounds like a Lil Wayne lyric. Kate Winslet on a biscuit.
He's like, Kate Winslet on a biscuit. I had to get it because she can't fit it on a Triscuit. I don't know.
had the pussy and I miss it.
Yeah. I fucking even know I got a missus. And I'm all about my business.
I got the magic. I know what the trick is.
Yeah, I'm smoking tree, and I ain't talking about no Christmas.
I'm about to build it. I'm finna fix this. I don't know. Like I should have ended. You had the it was good for a second, and then I ruined it. It was that was. Do you guys ever rap on a podcast and immediately want to kill yourself?
Really, I thought it was fun.
I had a good time doing it. Remember when we rapped on a podcast?
You want to reminisce about it?
Remember when we rapped on a podcast and we never did it again? That was fun. Remember when we rapped on a podcast and then we
we did it every week.
And then we did it every week. That's a Patreon.
And then we did it every week.
There's a piece of me that wants to be a rapper.
I want to do
But you know why?
You know
what's stopping me from doing it is being judged and being like, oh, he's
massacred
corny.
and roasted.
But dude, in the Philly,
it's like, okay.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I would never be a battle rapper. My whole thing would be like, I'm Wiz Khalifa. I'm like above all that.
I want to do
weed and like.
I want to do like Lil Dicky, like just silly. Like
Yeah, he's like my dick is 5 inches. I have an afro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he made some. I like Lil Dicky a lot.
Okay, same. Fine.
Like, no, he's my friend. Shut up. He's my friend. Stop.
He's my friend. Shut up.
He's my friend. Jennifer Lawrence. I'm sorry. Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence. I'm sorry. And 2, Lil Dicky is my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nikki Glazer's your friend.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I'm
we're
like
homies.
really jealous.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, we're friends. I messaged her on Instagram asking to open for her, and she said, "Okay, I'll let you know." So yeah, we're besties.
Yeah.
She followed me on Instagram, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was playing Fortnite, and I was like, "Okay, this is interesting."
I think she's great.
I think she's hilarious. She's great. I love her. I love her. Book me, please.
I love her.
I do.
I love her more. I love her platonically.
I don't know. That's life. That's life.
How do you feel about like music like that from like the 50s, 60s?
I literally have Frank Sinatra tattooed on me.
No, I know. I just
How do I feel about it? It's gay.
Yeah.
I have Frank Sinatra tattooed on me.
It's gay.
It's gay. That shit sucks. I'm like, I'm walking through New York. That's life.
Yeah, I know. I like walk behind you in New York, watching you take in this.
Dude, you know it sucks. Like
you're
how
like Meg Ryan.
I hate how it sucks how romanticized New York is in like music and then
you're
like in
short
movies.
Meg Ryan.
Okay, shut up. All right, look, I haven't done a thing. I was gonna say you were fucking. Oh, dude, I had one locked in the chamber. I was like, nah, not worth it. But you know what? If I remember it, I'm gonna say it.
I'm Tom Shanks.
But no, it sucks how like romanticized New York is in like movies and then music and shit. And then you get there, and it's like, spread. Oh, shit, there's pee everywhere.
Start spreading the news.
Louis,
because there's pee everywhere.
Yeah, Louis has a good joke about it. He's like, I love New York. It's the only place I can have to say, hey, please don't pee on that. Like,
New York's disgusting.
I love it, though.
I love it, too. I love how...
There's something about being there and doing comedy that makes you feel the shit. Especially, like, I mean, when you're, like, brand new. Like, when I was, like... I'm not saying I'm not like 3 years in, that's new. But like when I was like 3 months into comedy, like doing like bringers and shit out there, even when it's a bringer, you still feel like I'm the shit. I'm doing comedy in New York. And it's crazy cuz like back then that was like the only shows I had were like bringers in New York, and I just remember like I would look forward. I had like one bringer. I would do like one bringer like every other week. I would drag fucking my poor friends and family down to come support me. Shout out to them, dude. They helped me get my first tape to send out, start getting booked and shit. There's some... I would not have...
Shout out to our families
for being supportive. For whatever reason.
I don't know.
Because, like, yeah, I can't say... I don't know.
See,
like,
the bar was really low for me. My adopted parents were like, all right, he's not doing heroin.
Yeah. We talked about this.
I pretty much... This is my whole thing.
Yeah, he's not doing heroin.
That's my whole thing.
I mean,
and
yeah.
And that rocks.
That rocks, dude. When the bar is set low.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your bar got all fucked up.
My bar is in the middle because my one sister. I don't want to get into it because she subscribed to the Patreon. We love January. We love Jennifer. I'm not gonna drop her. Yeah, look. I love both of my sisters. They're both killing it right now in life. My one sister January. I'll put it to you this way. My sister January went through a lot of bullshit, and she overcame it, and I'm so proud of her. And that is it. And I got nothing else to say about that.
Yep.
You can put the puzzle pieces together around that one. But hey, what were we just talking about? You know what we were just talking about.
She was a dog fighter and a murderer.
Yep.
And she was able to overcome it and find Allah in prison.
Oh my God, that's an even cooler story.
January Shabazz Muhammad Stant is a really nice lady.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah. And then my other sister Jennifer, she's awesome too. She's
super cool.
She doesn't have she doesn't have like a hard knock story like my sister January.
She helped me calm down after I got lost.
Oh yeah, when did you get lost?
I got lost when I stayed at her house. I got lost in the dark.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right.
Remember when
both my sisters rock.
We almost got attacked by a wolf on the beach?
Oh yeah.
By a beach wolf?
Oh yeah, we saw like eyes down the beach and they kept getting bigger, which meant they were coming closer. That was scary. Remember we saw the Big Dipper and the Big Dipper was like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah, we were like, "Where's the Big Dipper?"
We were on the beach.
It was like, "I am here."
We were on the beach, like drinking. It was nighttime. Like we were on the beach getting hammered, whatever. And then I looked up at the sky, and the Big Dipper was like literally like Google Images Big Dipper right in front of us. It was insane. It was like no Big Dipper.
Yeah.
It was like whoa Dipper.
Yeah, it's like go from here to here.
Yeah. But anyway, shout out to January. I gotta say that 5 more times. I don't know if I said anything stupid, but we love her. We love January. We love Jennifer. We love my sisters. But here's their addresses. You ready?
Yeah. Social security number.
Social security number.
16544.
I did a joke. So I did a joke tonight that flopped. It was like, I said, yeah, my sister's name's January. That's gotta suck for all of her boyfriends on New Year's Eve. 3, 2, 1. That fucking bitch. And like they were like, what?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was funny. The idea
fun.
of there being an entire month where all of her ex-boyfriends are reminded of her, that's funny to me.
January.
Like, what's today's date? Oh, it's broke my heart 12th. Oh, it's left me for my coworker 11th. My bad.
He had stole my car 9th.
Okay, you took it a mean route.
I don't know.
Stop saying accurate things, okay?
Yeah. Stop it. Playful.
Remember we were talking about feet earlier? Go back to that.
Feet are funny, dude. I can't believe you did that. That's so funny.
You compared me to Dan Schneider. Dude,
dude, you should be in prison.
No, shut up.
Take your socks off. I'll do the rest. Take your socks off. You like modulated your voice to be all weird. Take your socks off.
It's like a ransom note.
Take your socks off. I'll do the rest.
It was consenting. Okay, it was consent. She
consented.
She said, "Fine, leave me alone. That's enough."
I prefaced my question with saying I own 6 guns, but she consented.
What's up? Yeah, it was like, dude, we like it got to the point where like we made like I don't know, a couple $100, and I was like, this is just weird at this point.
You were like, yeah, we're making money, so like we're either in or out.
Yeah, and we were like, we could have. Well, I mean, yeah.
Could you imagine if you leaned in and you guys were already like full time doing foot?
Yeah.
That's like, what kind of life is that though?
Yeah, I mean it's just like I feel like that's gonna be like a full time job.
Like the content.
Yeah, I don't know. I think about it sometimes. It
also might, the upkeep of the feet.
I have a lot. You know who I give a lot?
You have to get like lip injections in the foot.
I give a lot of credit to like people who like do like full nudes with their face and everything, and like that takes a lot of confidence.
You know,
Brit, I tried to get Britt to do that, and she was like, "Absolutely not." You know, I was ready to go all in. I was like, "Let's just fucking do it." Like, let's fucking, cause Britt's fucking hot. I'm like, yo, people would pay to like see me like. Nut.
You know how there's like a golden age of like the Playboy bunnies.
Yes.
Like they're like at a certain age, they're like out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think like that is gonna happen in like the world we're in now?
What?
Like, where it's like OnlyFans? Like, are these women gonna get to be like 29, 30, 31, 32, and it's gonna be like, yeah, I don't know, I really liked her better in her prime. Like, do you think they're gonna suffer the same fate? Do you think their followers are gonna be so loyal that they're gonna see through their aging?
I think there wasn't.
How hard is it to upkeep a foot?
Yeah, well, hang on.
For 5 years.
So wait, to go back to comparing it to Playboy bunnies, there's so many models on OnlyFans. I don't think they're like, unless you're like whatever Bella Delphine or whatever her name is, like you're not gonna be, no offense, you're not gonna be that memorable. I feel like you're not Pam Anderson.
So it's not sustainable.
I don't think it's. I think it's just. Well, it's just to an extent. I think make your money, and then once you like
how long? Like it hasn't been around long enough, really, to see long-term results.
I think yes, but the results are, even the short-term results are insane. Like,
well, that the short-term, the whole thing is that there's no long-term data.
Yeah, well, you can say that with a lot of things like vaping.
That is a thing I think about.
Right. Yeah. Like especially these like weed carts and shit. Like
take it easy. Take it easy.
I have a weed cart. I have a weed cart, whatever.
Do you really?
That I hit before bed. I don't smoke weed like you do. I don't wake up and fucking do it.
I've never done that.
You never woken up and smoked weed?
No. I mean, I have in my life, but like I don't do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, better than me.
All right, I lied.
I know.
I do.
I
I can only work my job if I
Fuck, you're out there fucking up hoagies.
I smoked some shit called numbskull, and I'm like, mac and cheese. He like, that ain't mac and cheese. I'm like, my bad. I like turn it on. I like keep thinking I work at Dairy Queen. I'm turning shit upside down.
I have a weed pen that I take a couple hits of before bed. That's it. But I mean, like, it's, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. There's some times where I do indulge a little bit deeper, but a lot of times it's just me. Like, weed helps me sleep. I'm just like, I'll take 2 hits of this, I'll rub one out, and get a good night's rest.
How about this?
Yeah.
I want to do this.
But hang on, before you continue, going back to the weed pen thing, sometimes I even think about those. Like, fuck, these haven't been around that long. What am I, like, and then, like, even, but, like, and to say, like, dispensaries are like, oh, no, they're safe, whatever. It's like, oh, yeah, of course the product you're trying to sell me, you're going to tell me is safe.
Right.
But what were you going to say? You'll say what?
We should do, we should do, like, like, in the daytime, we should do, like, a cannabis deep dive.
Yeah.
With, like, some friends.
Cannabis deep dive? What do you mean?
Yeah. We should just smoke a bunch of pot.
If I do that in the daytime, it's going to fuck up literally my whole day. I can't smoke weed when the sun's up. It's not possible.
We gotta do it.
No, it's gonna fuck up. I have to be if we're at a concert or something, sure, but like I have to be somewhere where like it's as fucked up as it say.
We're gonna make a concert.
No, dude, I do like if I'm going to a concert, I do like to have a doobie. That's fun.
Doobie.
I like to have a little doobie. I'm a divorced dad, dude. I like to have a doobie.
Dad snuck a doobie into the concert.
He's like really cool.
It's like your dad's hot. It's like her friends. It's like your dad's hot. They're like 10.
Ew.
They're like always 10 because it's BB&T.
Oh yeah, BB&T Pavilion.
You like go to Jersey. It's like, hey, I'm 10.
Yo, dude, I remember I saw the Pixies and Weezer.
Whoa.
I saw the Pixies and Weezer, same show, in the pit. Toasted.
In the pit. What was that pit like?
Dude, it was pretty. Honestly, it was fucking rad.
It was rad.
Dude, I could feel the music. I was hitting some street cart before they were legal. My buddy had some like street cart. I don't know what was in that John, but it was good. Yeah. That thing, yeah, dude. I remember buying a street cart off of my buddy. And like whatever, I don't know, whatever the kids call.
It's true. That's what it is.
It's a street cart. Yeah, like a cart, and then like off of like my buddy in an Acme parking lot. And it was like I had like a Halloween. We were celebrating Britt's birthday party, and like I brought it over to the party, and my buddy took like 3 hits of it and then started throwing up, and I was like, all right, so I shouldn't smoke this, maybe.
So people just can't hang, brother.
Yeah. It's crazy how technology has advanced as far as doing weed. You know, as far as doing marijuana, it's crazy how far technology has advanced. That you could just like, because I remember, I don't know if I brought this up in the podcast. My memory is so fucked up, almost because of marijuana. No, like you could like it was when you were like smoking weed. When I was in high school, smoking weed was like you had to like go hide in the woods and like it was
that was part of the fun.
Yeah, but now it's like now it's like, hey, you want to hit my weed like you're in the movie theater like hitting a weed pen. You're like, this is not. It's awesome. As exciting.
That is, it's different.
It's great, but like
no one gives a fuck. That's the beauty of it.
That is, yeah. But I do miss that element of like, it was more of an event. I feel like in high school, like you were like smoking weed was like oh, we're gonna smoke weed tonight. But now it's just like, hey, I have some weed. Do you want? It's like, okay. Like now it's like
now that my buddy works at the dispensary, like when we go over to his house, it is like an event again because he has so much like different weird shit to try.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Well, back in the day too, my thing was I never got paranoid when I smoked weed ever. The only paranoia I had was that my parents were gonna catch me, and like that was what a beautiful time to be alive, where that was the only thing I was concerned about. And now I think I've gone through so much shit in my life and so much trauma that now every time I smoke weed, it just brings all that back.
Dude, we're about to live in a legalized state.
I know. And there is some aspects, like there are some strains. Like
I'm like, you're gonna find your thing. Like it's gonna be like be like the lotion.
That's what every fucking stoner says. You just haven't found the right strain yet. And
I don't even think it's the strain. I think some people it's the way they're ingesting it.
Yeah.
Like
I love edibles. Edibles are great.
Edibles. See, being able to get edibles all the time would be sick.
Well, yeah, I go to Jersey for those. I mean, if I did do weed, I don't do weed, employers. If I did do weed, I would go to Jersey for that, but I don't. This is a fiction. This podcast is based on fictional events.
Actually 2 deep fakes of Rosie O'Donnell at different stages.
I'm on r/kinda looks like Rosie.
yeah. I'm on like r/kinda looks like rotisserie chicken.
Remember that time I FaceTimed you, and I said, "Yo, I'm with somebody. I think they say they know you," and I flipped the camera, and it was a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. I like thought it was like someone.
That's it. You're like, yeah, that was sad.
Thought it was someone.
You're like, I got excited.
I did. It worked. It's so funny because you knew I'm like disgusting, so you knew I was gonna like love.
You're
that.
Like, what? Somebody recognized me? Okay, and the rotisserie chicken's like, hey.
And I'm like, oh.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, it's
him.
Like, yeah, we hooked up.
Yeah, it was a one-time thing. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. We've been doing like a long term.
Yeah, right. You're fucking married to rotisserie chicken.
Okay, all right. I'm like, whoa, we have a fling, but it's not.
It's not that serious. He bought me a promise ring.
They're good.
You ever buy a girl a promise ring?
No.
Dude, that's like extra gay. Like, that's how you come out.
Ooh.
I don't like, I never bought Britt a promise ring. I just proposed after 5 years. That's it. We had a 5-year engagement. We were dating for 5 years, and we had a 5-year engagement almost. I started comedy with I'm engaged jokes. That's how long I've been doing jokes about my wife. My first open mic, if you go back, it's like I just got engaged, and I did at the time. It was crazy.
Dude, I know. It's insane. That wedding was a banger.
It was. I'm gonna get married like 4 more times, I think. Yeah.
Dude,
I totally get divorces now.
I have to write a best man speech.
I know. Dude, we got to put that on.
What's that like?
Everything, any piece of content that
How long is it supposed to be, you think?
Like minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that.
You think?
Well, that's how long mine was. My buddy kept it really short.
I'm like 10.
Doing 10? You doing a tight 10?
That'd be sick.
Do a tight 10, do a little crowd work.
Oh, I hit everybody with crowd work.
Yeah, doing a best man speech. I mean, you get it, right? What's your name? like you don't know him. It's a wedding.
I know every single person. But yeah.
I
have to write a best man speech.
You know, it's not fair. My buddy at his wedding, he did no speeches. There was strictly no speeches. And then at my wedding, Britt, her bridesmaid, really wanted to do a speech. So we were going to have a bridesmaid speech. And I was like, okay, or maid of honor, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, so the guy was like, oh, well, you have to have a best man speech. It would be weird to just have maid of honor. So he got to do a cool speech, and I didn't get to do shit. I hope I get to be a best man in another wedding someday. Someday. Anybody listening to this? Listen.
You're like, yo.
Get married.
Yeah, get married.
Fucking,
I'm going to have 5 best men.
Get anybody
all of my men. That's what I'm gonna say at the wedding. I don't have a best man because all of these men are the best. They're all the best.
If you want me to be the best man at your wedding, DM me on Instagram. I'll do it.
Yo, professional best man.
Professional best man, dude.
Dude, we should do a business.
Business.
Hey, we tracked up and down Montgomery Avenue trying to get pussy.
Have you ever wanted your wedding to get absolutely ruined? Hire these two fucking idiots.
Yeah, you know what? It's so funny. I had this idea for like for my wedding where I have someone crash it.
Yeah.
Like I have one of my friends crash it.
Oh yeah.
Like someone that like my family doesn't widely know. And just have them like ruin it.
Oh wow.
It would be staged, and then it would like break into like a dance. like a
flash mob. Oh, okay. Look at us finishing each other's
sandwiches.
Yeah. All right. We're at the hour mark. Thank you guys so much for listening to Two in the Stink.
Stink it forward.
Stink it forward. Two in the Stink podcast. Look, send this to some friends. Send this to 3 friends. You know what? I would say send this to 2 friends because 2 in the Stink. But realistically, send it to 3 fucking friends. It doesn't all have to be 2 themed. But yeah, send this to a few friends. Stink it forward. Check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/2 in the Stink podcast. Follow us on Instagram at 2 in the Stink podcast. That helps a lot. And by helps a lot, it makes us feel better. The big number goes up, and we feel all warm inside. And, subscribe to the YouTube. What else? Oh, yeah, the rating shit. For real. Go drop a review on iTunes, Spotify. Don't just drop the 5 stars either. Fucking type up a review. We want to listen to all of our stinky boys out there.
Make your voices heard.
Our stinky boys and gals.
Stink it forward.
Stink it forward. Wash your hands. That's what you're going to say next. Right?
I love stink it forward.
Stink it forward.
I love stink it forward.
Stink it forward. Wash your hands. Thank you for listening. 2 in the Stink podcast. Bye-bye.